We have Dan Co in the chat. What's up, Dan Co? Thanks for joining. Big fan. My MO, and actually, since we have Dan Co in the chat, Dan Co is an actual expert in content. We can ask him too. Dan, sorry to put you on the spot. When you were first starting out, Dan, I'm talking about the levels of content right now. These are, in my opinion, certain stages that I've gone through in my journey. My first stage when I was making content, my first focus was just to make content every single day. Does that resonate with your journey at all? You are obviously the expert here amongst all of us. Was that kind of your first initiative when starting and making content? I'll wait for Dan. Anyways, back to you, Gurm. So we have the levels of content. You said you're level 1. You said here's your topics, okay? So, and you mentioned the problems you're having is that you blank out when the camera turns on. You have problem articulating sentences. You have no clue what to film when you have no clue what to do when you're filming.
Yeah.
How do you come up with ideas? Because I just showed you guys a little bit about Eden, which is actually funny enough that Dan's in here. Kind of a crazy coincidence. But yeah, I was showing you a little bit about Eden, but how do you come up with your ideas?
So, I think it was because of you that I learned this. I've been doing this thing before. I mean, even before I learned about it, or like there was a term behind it. I've been doing this thing called intentional scrolling, where I do scroll, but I scroll to like farm kind of ideas. And like, let's say if I'm like scrolling, and someone's talking about, oh, how can you get lean in like this and this time, and then that is like kind of one of the things that I can talk, like I can see, like, or sorry, like I see, and I'm like, okay, like this can be a good video this could be a good topic to make a video on.
Okay.
Or you're kind of talking about how, or someone could be talking about, don't make excuses for yourselves, and just take action. And I think that could be a good topic to make a video on too. But I like a bit of a different like format than the original poster. Like the examples I gave are very vague, but that's kind of where I've been, or kind of what I've been doing to find ideas. Just intentional scrolling until something clicks.
Hold on one second, Grim.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, Dan, sure. Feel free to type it. Since I'm streaming on OBS, I can't like have people request to join. I'm having Gurm, who's in the chat. He joined on Google Meet. I mean, feel free, whatever's easiest, feel free to just type in the chat. Sean G. Oh, that was me. My bad. But yeah, feel free to just type in the chat. If you want to hop on, more than welcome to. I don't want to put you on the spot though. And Dalton says, I'm in a place where I'm consistently posting videos, but my videos don't perform well. Dalton, send me a DM and we'll have you hop on maybe tomorrow's stream or the next day. And we'll talk about, that's going to be more of like a level 2, in my opinion, level 2 type of conversation here. Because once my first MO when I was starting out was how do I post every single day? And then my second piece of advice was how do I study, like how do I make better content? Okay. Now we're going to wait for Dan. Dan, when I tell you guys that I'm not an expert, and I'm always mentioning that over and over, Dan actually is an expert in the chat. So we're going to see if what I'm saying matches Dan's experience. If so, I mean, that's a good sign. But Gurm, so you said you scroll for topics you like. How do you determine like a video that you want to recreate? Is it just like a topic that you really resonate with? Is it one that like you think will perform well, or is it one that you just you want to make something different on or something?
I'm kind of guilty of it. I would tell you I'm kind of guilty of it, but a topic that would perform well. Like I know you've said that like don't just go for like trying to get videos. Like your first video shouldn't be something that you strive to get, like where like they blow up, they go viral, this and that. So so for the longest time since I've been doing it, I've been trying to find ways to get the content to like blow up, but I kind of forget that it's not gonna blow up right away. I have to like create a like slight bit of an audience before like that happens, but I also gotta go through like a few stages of making content before I get there too.
Cool.
So kind of like for the most part, I've been doing like a video that will blow up, but now I'm just kind of going back to basics and learning kind of like from step 1.
So so now we're gonna wrap around to the central lesson here, I think, for all of us. And I'm glad that Dan wrote what he did in the chat. That's pretty validating for me because I've always had this theory, but now I mean we've had it validated by someone who actually is doing the thing. That's great. Dan says, as a level 1, I think the biggest thing is just getting your brain into idea generation mode. So yes, just practicing turning anything to a post. That is 100%. That was my MO too at the beginning of this year. I think that's where we're gonna get to with you, Germ, as well as everyone in the chat. Can you guys let me know? A lot of you guys have told me that okay, the levels of content make sense to you guys. Let me know what levels you think you guys are at. It sounds like Dalton is level 2. Sounds like Germ is level 1. I imagine I'm somewhere between maybe 4, maybe 3. But let me know what level of content you guys are at, because for Germ here, what we're going to try to focus on, Germ, for you would be how do we just turn all of your ideas into or just like document all your ideas, and how do we turn everything that comes to your mind into some sort of post? Way to do that would be, again, voice notes onto a notes app. How do you record your thoughts, by the way?
Just notes app, really.
Okay.
I have a thing on my notes as well that I've kind of pinned it to my notes app, and it just says like content idea / like content creation.
Okay. Dan is goated.
Kind of like that on the very top. I don't know if you see it.
Okay. Cool. So, sorry, Germ. Let me go back to your page.
No, you're good, man.
I don't know why I was looking at my page. What I'm really thinking we do here is, this video is posted July 9th. It's July 20th. Yeah. The idea of like scrolling to find ideas, I mean, it does work. And this is why I've been telling you guys this whole stream. Like, it really depends on where you're at in your content journey, because here is a perfect example with Germ, where Germ is doing the right thing. He's trying to find videos that are already working so he doesn't have to guess what to post, but he's applying it, in my opinion, at the wrong stage of his journey. I think what would better suit you, in my professional opinion, Germ, is let's just, all of your thoughts, everything that you're learning, let's record. And specifically, if you're learning anything about self-improvement or about mindset or about, let's see your core topics here, nutrition, exercise, financial freedom, anything like that you have a unique opinion on, or lesson or story, let's try to record all of that. Again, like what I started out at the beginning of this year, it was just voice note to notes app. And then, like I showed you guys, I was just doing really easy content where it was a lot of B-roll reels. It was a lot of yapping reels. Now, just know when you're starting out and you're getting the habit of posting, like I was not worried about the engagement at all. Like I showed you guys my first videos, they were getting 80 views, 200 views on this page, 130 views. It was just me trying to get in the habit of posting every single day. And then once we can like get in the habit, because once you get that muscle in, the ideas will start to flow. You'll start to understand, okay, all right, I'm posting every single day. I understand that, how to film something easier. I understand how to articulate my thoughts easier. And you might also want to try something like a challenge. Same thing that like I'm doing on my page, where you say like today's day 1 of 30, where I'm just going to talk about a random topic or something for a minute. Since you're saying like you're having trouble articulating your sentences.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe you spend your time outside of content learning about how you can fix these problems. And then you just do it, like you set a challenge for yourself on content, or for your page rather. And you talk about how you are going to become a better communicator, similar to like the Higher Up Wellness Challenge,
Yeah.
Like how can I spend the next 30 to 60 seconds, talking about whatever topic, in a way where I'm not saying filler words, I'm not stumbling, I'm not going on tangents, so on and so forth. I think building that muscle is going to be more beneficial than trying to get everything right when you're first starting, because when you do that, you get to a point where you're at no videos since July 9th.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Does that make sense? What do you guys think? What I'm saying to Gurm, do you guys agree with that? Dan, do you agree with what I'm saying? Tiago, Nick, Sean, Dalton, what do you guys think? Gurm, what do you think of what I'm telling you, by the way?
No, I definitely agree with everything you're saying. I mean, of course, if I had like everything I knew, like of course, like I wouldn't be here. But also, like, fuck, how do I describe it? Like, on like call with you, just kind of like putting pretty on the spot too, um, like getting into like a mode where I'm just like accelerating ideas like back and forth and just kind of getting that muscle in to post. I think all of that tracks pretty well with what I'm kind of going through because one, I have zero experience in front of a camera, so that it's gonna be kind of a learning curve. Two, I don't, I'm already having a hard time articulating sentences, so I think it would be pretty good to first like get to that just by just like B rolls or just talking like you said as well. And I think the best way to learn how to talk is just to like just do talking head videos and kind of building it off of there, but sometimes also post a little bit of B-rolls. The one problem I have with B-rolls personally is just typing out the sentence itself because I cannot condense it into smaller. But other than that, everything you've said so far in this call tracks pretty well.
And I'm telling you guys the reason why I'm saying this to Gurm is because this is what I did. Just so you know, like in my experience, my B-roll reels, and every time that I've had a video that's done really well that is a B-roll reel, I've gotten the least amount of followers from it, the least amount of trust because you're not showing your face, you're not showing your thought process. So when I'm giving you this advice on like try these easy formats, it's not for engagement. It's so that you can build the muscle. And if you want to, like I can even here, I'll find a creator for you that you can, if you want to try this challenge. This might be. Do you know baby steps to the mic? Have you ever heard of her?
I've never heard of that before. Actually.
Okay, hold on. I think that's her name. Let me see if I can find her on here. Yeah, right here. Okay. So baby, yep, I think all this is spot on. Okay, so we have Dan's approval. So I feel validated with what I'm saying. Let me pull up baby step. Has anyone here heard of baby steps to the mic? This girl right here, she does all of her content is about well, not all of it, but she blew up talking like day 11 of 30, talking for 1 minute on a random topic. This is like the, I guess, techier side of Higher Up Wellness's speaking challenge. Has anyone seen this at all?
I think the way she's making content is like kind of different than what Higher Up Wellness does.
Yeah, she has a more engaging format with the computer. But what I was going to say to you, Gurm, is you could even try something like this because the goal here with why she does this challenge is to become a better speaker. And so she has topics. Her topics, actually, I think her topics are around self-improvement. Let me see. Yeah.
Oh, it's like a random. It's like a randomizer, and then she just talks about it for a full minute.
Dan says, "Gotta go seeing the Odyssey. We'll let you know how it is, Sean." It was incredible, dude. But yeah, let me know what you. This biased, but let me know what you think of it because I think it was pretty good. Lived up to the hype. But thanks, Dan, for joining in. Cool. So, anyways, this girl right here, incredible. If you guys have seen her, what's up, Soto? Thanks for joining. If you guys have seen her, incredible what she does. She does this speaking challenge every single day. That's how she blew up. And you can do this on, there's like a random wheel generator, I think it is, or something like that. Oh no, wheel of names. You can type in wheel of names and you can type in topics here, spin the wheel on a computer, have your camera face the computer. I did this on some of my trial reels, by the way. Like I wanted to test yapping unscripted. So I did this with some of my trial reels. Some of them did really well. Some of them flopped, but it's an engaging format and it's a good way for you to learn how to just become a better speaker. That way you are not just making content about self-improvement, but you're also improving yourself while making content about self-improvement, you know? So you might want to try this type of format for you.
Yeah.
And that way you can learn just how to become a better communicator, get the reps in. You already have an easy format that you can do over and over and over again. And you can just get in the habit of talking about topics that really are interesting to you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. Let me see what we got going on here in the chat. Josh, Isaac, Sean, Dalton, Germ. Bro, I've literally been doing those videos since last week 6 times now. Yeah, yeah, I've seen her. Exactly. I started doing yaps outside, unscripted, because I wanted to develop that muscle. Until then, all my reels were scripted inside. 100%. That's what I'm trying to get across today. Is like the first milestone, and now I can say this with authority since Dan validated it for us. The first milestone is, let's just get in the habit of doing this consistently. Then we think about how do we make it better instead of making content. So for you, Germ, I will leave you with these kind of 3 action items here. Is try a voice to text where you, every time you have an idea, just there's a microphone button. You just do voice to text onto a notes app. Try easy to create formats. Those would be like yapping, B-roll reels, green screen for sure. You might want to try a little bit more green screen actually, just because everyone's doing yapping. Green screen's a good way to stand out a little bit more. Okay. And they're super easy to make. They're the easiest format that I make is green screen, and you can just do it one line at a time. And then try creating a challenge for yourself so you're actually improving in real time. That could be, again, creating a challenge for yourself to become a better communicator. You could do day 1 of 30 of me going and talking to a random stranger, day 1 of 30 of me trying a new exercise, right? Like a whole bunch of different things. This is just so you get in the habit of posting consistently.